Hey guys, Jack D175, and today I have another first impressions video for MX Simulator, and I'm going to be doing Motoclub MX. And there's two versions of this track. There's the dry version, then there's the rain version. And I'm going to do 2, maybe 3 laps on the dry version, and then I'm going to do the same amount on the wet version. So let's get into it. Just gotta find it real quick. There it is. There's J-Day and then there's MX. I think the J-Day is an older Motoclub MX track because I don't know. That's not the name of either of the folders I put into my personal folder. That came out weird. Alright, so I'm repping that YouTube race team setup. That was pretty rough in that section. I wasn't expecting that. I kind of went into it really aggressive. I think I've seen this track in an edit or something, so it looks really familiar. So it's not new. I saw it in another forum post or a topic, so I know it's not new. But I haven't played it before, so it's new to me. Jeez, I launched that table way too much. Really wasn't ready for it. 450 might not have been a great idea, but who knows, maybe there are some massive jumps. I like the ruts. I didn't get to hit that double, but I don't think that'll be a big deal. Super small triple. Not small, but you really gotta choke up for it. I'm really choking up for a lot of these jumps. Oh, screwed up. I'm gonna just cut this part out while I'm getting back on the track, maybe. Alright, that took a little bit, so I'm gonna cut that out. Took the low line. Oh, that's cool. A little step up to flat into some sand rollers. Went over a rut, I didn't even really see it. Take this outside. Oh, that's cool. Then there's a rut coming out of that. Oh man, I'm getting really sketchy on this 450. It's definitely not my strength. I always take a little bit to get used to this bike. It's really just leaning back. I'm so used to leaning back off every jump on the 250 and smaller bikes. You only really lean back when you're scrubbing on a 450. Really liking the track so far. Cool floater there. Whoa. Got a little sketchy. Now back onto the starting straight. So I'm going to do one more lap, and I'm going to switch over to the rain version. Probably could have tripled that, but I took the inside, so it would have been really tricky. I just got to be a little bit less aggressive when I'm on these bigger bikes. Like right there, I got kind of aggressive, and then chopped the throttle, made me high side, so I'll probably do a little better once I'm on the rain, and it'll be slippery, so maybe I won't. Whoa, jeez, that was a long swap. I think I went back like 3 or 4 times, just sliding around. Holy, I wonder if I can double this. Oh, kind of close. Oh, not really, but it wasn't too bad. I'm gonna have to roll that double again. Choke up for that triple. It's really hard to see in this corner because it's so dark. The shadows are really good. He definitely nailed that aspect of the track. Didn't go off the track that time, so that's good. That really destroyed my lap time. Got sketchy, I couldn't make the step up. That was sick. I just like nose bonked up. That was sweet. Now I'm gonna try and take this rut coming out. That worked pretty well. Except for I landed on the side of the landing, so kind of made me crash. Let me know in the comments if you want me to keep doing these first impressions videos, or if you want me to do reviews, because I know with these first impressions I'm not used to the track yet, so I'm crashing a lot. But if I did a review and I spent some time on the track, I'd be running some better laps. So let me know what you want. I want to try and stay away from reviews because everyone else does them. All the big YouTubers do them. So I'm trying to be different. That's why I do first impressions. It's still a review, but it's not. I'm not sitting here running hot laps. It's like my initial reactions to the tracks. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, because I'm open to change. If you guys would prefer a review, I'll do that. Tried to hit the triple. Oh, I didn't think I was going to crash on that. I thought I was just going to hit it like a hit. But I guess I think I might have landed not in a great spot to do that. Hopefully I'll hit that in the rain version. And here's the finish line. Alright, so I'm just going to hit this jump. Whoa, I thought that was going to shoot me a lot higher. But yeah, I'm going to switch over to the rain version. Alright, so here's the rain version, and you can see it's definitely looks like it's in the middle of a storm. It's raining. You can see that lightning up in the skybox. It's pretty sweet. I can definitely feel that it's like slippery. I'm not getting traction at all. Super slick. Puddles everywhere. It would be so sketchy riding a track with jumps this big, with this much water. I don't even think many tracks would be open with this much water unless it was like a big race. If anybody knows what the Motoclub Cup is, if you're in Canada, it's one of the best tracks in Canada, and they have like 4 rounds of this championship sort of thing just at their track. And last year in the 3rd round, there was a really bad rainstorm like 2 days before the race, and it was exactly like this, just ridiculously wet. But they had to continue with it because they had some people coming from all over the country to come and race this, so they can't cancel it. And one guy that I know, he raced it anyways, because he already drove up there. It was like a 3-hour, 4-hour drive for him. They're not going to drive all the way back home, right? And they said all the mud and gunk that got into his engine, they had to do so much like for repairs that it almost cost him as much as a new bike. I think he said it cost him about $2,600, so that's a lot of money. And this guy he was on a 65, like he's a little kid. He was riding a 65. $2,600 can get you a new 65. Because when I was on an 85, I bought that thing used for $1,700. And like it's not the greatest bike. It was 2006. I bought it in, I think it was 2014. Sounds about right. So it was 8 years old. And it was, yeah, 1,700, and I think you could, like, bikes, they tend to keep their value pretty long, and I think probably would have been a good move to just buy a new bike if you're paying $2,600, especially on a 65. They don't even cost as much as 85s, so you probably could have bought a new one. But then again, I think it was like a 2015 KTM, so probably cost more than that actually. anyways, I'm rambling on. I'm not even talking about the track. Well, really, there's not a whole lot to talk about. I kind of talked about it a lot in the first set of laps when it was dry. It's the exact same, except it's super hard, so you can't get any traction. You can get some. Well, it's actually not too bad of a lap time. It's definitely going to be tricky running a decent lap, especially with how slippery this is. It's really weird because you got to try and keep the power on so you don't swap out, but then you also got to try and slow down for the corners, so it makes it tricky. You can't even see the ruts in this section. I think I just went over one without knowing. Oh, that was pretty sketchy, sliding off the face. Take this inside again. You really need to find ruts when you're riding a mud track in this game. Even in real life, if you can't find a solid rut or a solid berm that'll hold you, you're just gonna be like putting around through the corners. You can't give it much gas. Hop over 3 ruts there. Right there, like I wasn't even giving it gas and I still washed out. That's how slippery this is. I washed out again, holy. I was gonna try and take that inside, but I couldn't slow down quick enough. I'll take this. This looks like it's a bit of a berm that'll hold me. Get some nice speed. That felt pretty good for a rainy, slippery track. Tried to seat bounce that step up, didn't quite make it. This hip, I don't think I've stayed on the track once. Actually, you know what? First lap I stayed on the track. That was it. Still had enough to hit that double though. I think I just hopped over a rut. That's what sketched me out. I saw it last second. Coming pretty close to the end of this lap. Yeah, you really gotta find your ruts on a track with these conditions. And you can't come up short. I just came up short on that triple. I wasn't going for the triple, but still came up short on it and it didn't go too well. I think staying in a higher gear might help, but then again the torque might, I don't know, I gotta get my mud riding a little bit better in this game. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end it here. I've already done 4 laps. So, actually, you know what, I'm running pretty good on this. I'm gonna finish, I'll go until I crash. Once I crash, I'll end it. I have a feeling it'll be pretty soon. Trying to focus. Got a little slippery there. This step up is hard when the track's wet. Even when it's dry, I wasn't making it far up. So it makes sense. Oh, and there's my crash. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you made it all the way to the end. It's actually pretty fun to make. I really like this track. I'll definitely leave the link in the description if I remember to. And I definitely think you should download it. It's pretty fun. Especially if you want to get used to like super slippery tracks. This is probably a good one to get used to. There, I finally made that hit. That was, oh, I almost had the craziest save. But yeah, thanks for watching again. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you later.